It's been exactly 165 days since the earthquake in Nepal. The earthquake not only shook the country, but it rattled the entire neighboring regions. On April 25th, it was a magnitude of 7.8 and has to date taken away more than 10,000 lives, destroyed houses, buildings, monasteries that have been in the area for thousands of years. There have been numerous aftershocks after the major earthquake, one dating May 12th with a magnitude of 7.3. To a lot of people around the world, this earthquake was a tragic event that took place in an unfortunate area of the world. But for me, it was my country.
My home, where my family is.
Where my heart belongs.
I experienced the earthquake firsthand in Nepal. It was a terrifying experience, one that I will never forget. The tremors shook me to the core and everyone else who experienced it. In an instant, people were homeless. They lost their families. It caused physical damage and casualties. Most important of all, it left scars in people's minds.
Although I'm not from Nepal, but I could still feel the shocks of the earthquake as my friends suffered the loss in their country. I visited Nepal just a few months before the earthquake. It was a pristine beauty. It captured my heart. But now, after that earthquake, things have changed a lot for Nepal and Nepali people.
I was at Smith when the earthquake hit Nepal. It was difficult to be away from family when my family was living through the uncertainty brought by numerous aftershocks. I constantly followed the news and all other forms of social media that brought any news from home. Things were grim. However, I had my Nepali Smith community and my friends at Smith who supported me.
We organized various fundraisers at Smith, including a Momo fundraiser, setting up a donation box outside the campus center, and setting up a GoFundMe page online. In total, we raised around $2,700, $700 of which we sent back for immediate relief, and the rest we used for rebuilding activities, such as building temporary shelters for those who were affected, and also renovating a World Heritage Site.
When I went back home this summer, I was approached by a friend to help rebuild a school in his village in Gorkha. Gorkha is one of the districts closer to the epicenter and was badly affected by it. The school that we are trying to rebuild was built 50 years ago and schools more than 250 students, mostly from the marginalized communities of Nepal. With no one to advocate for these students and the school, we, the Nepali students at Smith, have come together to be their voice and rebuild their school so that educated and empowered, these students can change the fate of their community.
We need $30,000 to rebuild the school in Nepal. This may sound like a lot, but we believe together we can raise this amount. So we ask you to consider contributing whatever you can, as even a little bit helps us reach a little closer to our goal.
Now it is our turn as global citizens to help Nepal and the Nepali community at Smith rebuild their country. Remember, any gift of any size can go a long way. Please log on to the website below to make your donation.
Hello, my name is Meghna Prakayastha, Student Government Association President. And as President, I think student empowerment through leadership is at the core of being a Smithy for the world, by the world. I think it is our responsibility to stand up for what we believe in and help invoke change that can affect our local and global communities. So come and help support Smithies rebuild a school in Nepal and donate.
Let's support our fellow Smithies in their initiative to build a school in rural Nepal.
I'm from Korea and I stand with you, Nepal.
Ani Ethiopia, Nepal,